grip on ourselves.
Excuse me. All right, welcome back to A Game for Your Thoughts.
My headphone just fell out.
Seeing Joseph choke on his aspirations.
Where do you suppose we are? Like when? This architecture seems straight out of the Middle Ages.
Good observation,
Go
but
grab your time machine.
Elevators. This place can't be real.
Yeah, well, maybe some people just like classical architecture.
or maybe because it's a older
travel.
city. I wouldn't say time travel.
It's time travel. This game is about time travel. Okay.
Speaking of which, at the end of the last episode, you said something about the greatest game of all time.
Yes, it's Portal. We're going to
Okay.
talk about that.
Hold up. Before you get too far, and a couple episodes ago, I had a conversation with myself about Half-Life 2 and why I said I didn't like Half-Life 2.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
He's...
Treading on dangerous... Oh, you're saying, oh my goodness, about him coughing blood.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot.
Yes.
But,
Oh, nice.
yeah. How about that? Texture
Cool
popping.
Indiana Jones.
But anyways, so... had that conversation of Half-Life 2 and why I didn't like it. And it's been a couple days since I recorded that episode. And I've just been sitting there like milling on it. Thinking about it.
Is this
And
what
yes,
it's like, Seb? After
I
the accident?
highly
Well, I never put a
still
gun
agree
on
with
it.
my statement. That
Of course not.
and my opinions. Because
Sank into a
I
bomb.
said Half-Life 2, yes, it was revolutionary.
Perfect.
Yes, it was a very good first-person experience. But was it as good as everyone says it is? No.
You know I didn't report you because
But
I
that's
was
my
worried
opinion.
about your work.
And I have my several reasons for it. But I won't go back into it because everyone has already heard it.
And this is not fact. This is not opinion. This is
We don't have
beyond
time for
those.
this.
Portal 2 is the greatest game of all time. It is very underappreciated.
I would agree that it is unappreciated, but I would go nowhere close to saying that it's the greatest game of all time.
When now you see, Alex, that's your opinion.
Absolutely.
You can think that, and then like just like facts, people can think wrong things, and I will let you think that.
All right.
This is beyond facts, science, logics, and opinions. This is no doubt the greatest game of all time, Portal 2.
Well, okay, let's hear your argument for it. Why would you say it's the greatest game of all
I think I'm
time?
okay.
Like I always say, it has the best story, best villains. Yeah, it's the best puzzle game. Like, frick, I got lost. Need to get back on track. Yeah, it's a nice first-person shooter. Except you're not shooting anything. It has really good characters. I mean, I've never fully played Portal 1, but it has a great continuation of that story.
Alright.
I mean, I personally think it's kind of weird how they changed GLaDOS's character design without explanation. But
What do you mean, change your design without explanation?
in the first Portal game, she looks a lot different.
Oh, okay. I played the first Portal game,
Yeah.
and... Okay,
It
so...
has very nice logic. Has very nice mechanics. Like, all the characters are funny. The gags about Chell being mute are great. The little Easter eggs and hidden things and stories within stories are good.
Okay, so... you make a lot of good points there, but there's also a lot of things that I personally disagree with.
Because that is your opinion. You can have your own opinion on this
Absolutely.
game. But yes, I will let you have your own opinion on this game. I can't go against that. But this is beyond facts. This is like beyond logic. I've said it. Portal game is no doubt the best game of all time.
Alright, you can make that
Why?
argument. Oh, my wife is home. How's my wife? That's good. Alright, well, we still have a couple minutes of recording.
Yes.
So, alright, cool. So, okay, so your argument that Portal 2 is the best game of all time. Let me argue against that because I disagree.
Yes, and you can disagree. But this is like when Jens said that brachiosaurs don't have 30-foot long necks, and I said, well, Jens, it says it right here, and then he told me that's his opinion. And yes, and that's my opinion. And yes, like, yeah, I'll let him think that. But, you know, he can't deny the fact when it comes down to it, he can't deny the fact that it having a 30-foot long neck is right.
Okay, so that example is completely different.
No,
And
it's not.
It
Because,
totally is.
no,
And hold
because
up, let
Portal
me
2,
explain.
it's a fact.
No,
it's
it is
beyond
not.
facts.
No, it is
That
not.
is the greatest game of all time.
No, it's totally an opinion.
I mean, it's like it's way up there with Portal 2. It's like I played that game a long time ago, and it's still number one. Like Minecraft is like number 2. I love Minecraft. I'm wearing a Minecraft shirt, but Portal 2 is still my favorite game of all time, and I don't think there's anything that can change that.
All right, that's fine.
Unless I find a better game. But Portal 2 is still undeniably the greatest game.
Okay, so I'm gonna break apart your argument real quick, and don't interrupt me because I need to.
Interruption.
I need to clarify some things. So first off, your big old long thing about fact and the Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus, whatever. That one's a legitimate fact because there's a scientific reasoning to prove that is
yes,
a fact.
and
So,
there is.
Yes, you can have an opinion and say, yeah, I don't think so, but there's scientific fact to say that.
Yeah, and there's scientific fact to say that. But
Hold on a minute.
it'd take too long to explain right now. And 2, is there any articles on it? No, because Portal 2 is an underappreciated game.
And I agree with you on that one, but you keep interrupting me before I kind of explain and pick apart your. So, you say Portal 2 is the greatest game of all time.
Yes.
That's just fine. You haven't played a whole lot of games in your young life, so you still
I've
have
played
so
many
many
games.
games. Have you played Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2,
No, because those are
Resident
all
Evil
rated
2?
R.
It's Kidman.
Let me look through BioShock.
And-
BioShock is a fantastic experience.
Yes, it's a nice game. I haven't
hold up.
played it, but I would agree.
I'm not arguing that any of those are my favorite. Actually, I would say, in my personal opinion, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest game of all time. And I'll tell you why. But first, I
That's
gotta pick apart your.
personal opinion.
Absolutely. And there's lots of people who hated Red Dead Redemption 2, and I can see why. And that's just fine. That's your opinion. But in my own personal opinion, I found it to be the greatest game of all time. But your argument that Portal 2 is, I don't agree with, because you said it has a fantastic story. I couldn't even tell you the story of Portal 2. What is the story of Portal 2?
You haven't played it in forever. You played it like twice.
I've played it a handful of times, and I feel like I've played it enough to know.
Alex, when I was playing that game, remember like we were trying to get it before we were trying to get it done before you left to college a long time ago, and I finally got it done that one day.
Yes.
Yes. It's a short game, and I would like more. But
length has nothing to do with.
Every time I ask you for help, you would say that you wouldn't remember anything because you played it so long ago.
Well, that was at a different point in time. But looking at it as a game aesthetically, not the fact of, because you can play. Whoa! I gotta hurry and walk fast. Yeah, you keep clearing the path to the church, please. Where am I going with my thoughts? I'm trying to do so many things all at the same time. It's hard for me to think straight.
A game for your thoughts. Can't even think straight about a game that you're thinking about.
Well, because I'm trying to formulate my argument in my head. Also trying to pick my words carefully so I don't say something I don't actually mean. Or things like that.
There's many bolts that you can use for your crossbow.
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
So, aesthetically, the story of Portal 2 is very minimal or non-existent. But that's okay because that's not the point of that game.
Yes, and it's a puzzle
It's
game.
not there to tell this amazing story. And that's okay.
But the little story it has is telling part of a bigger picture that connects with the Half-Life games and Portal 1, which is amazing.
Okay, that's fine. But
It's
that doesn't change my thoughts and all that.
Big boy.
Oh wow, and he just took him out. But like, gameplay wise, yes, you make several good arguments that there is tons of variety, the mechanics are really, really well done. I'm not saying it's not a good game, but as the greatest game of all time, I've had way more fun, and like, just the, what's the thing, aesthetics of other games I've played are far superior. And that might just because Portal 2 is kind of a older experience. Wow, I totally thought I could just run right past him, but that clearly didn't work. There we go. Oh wow, this conversation is so hard to have while I'm trying to play this game. But, die.
Die, die.
Wait, let's use this pile of bodies to my advantage.
Fire.
Yeah, exactly. That didn't even slow him down. Awesome. Okay, does this area open up at all so I can kind of get away? Oh yeah, here we go. This was what I was looking for, something like this.
Oh, he's coming through.
I know, and I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Finish him off.
Hey. Oh. Whoa.
There's
whoa,
another
whoa.
big boy.
Yeah. Help.
This wasn't part of the plan.
There we go. Yeah.
The frick was this part of the plan? The freaking Mickey.
Son of a gun. This is tricky. I'm trying to have a
See, Alex,
tricky
right
conversation.
now, he's actually helping me by shooting the other guy while you're close to shooting him.
Agreed.
Oh, now they're both connected. This isn't good. He's dead now. Burn the body.
Burn the body.
Imagine like me and Danny in the car.
Oh, ow, dude.
When she was driving me over here, we were listening to comedians.
Oh, that's always a good time.
Yeah. And then we listened to the mob stories. Like, imagine a crime scene in the 1930s. Sir, we found a pile of blood left by the murderer.
There's a puddle of blood in the hallway.
Yes, left by the murderer. Gross. Mop it up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyways, would you like to continue your false argument?
Let me finish these guys off so I can think straight, because trying to fight these guys and think is ending up being quite a conundrum.
Yes.
Okay. Think we got him. Wow.
Dead end.
Sure is.
I'll look for another route. Let's meet up by the horse statue there.
Cool.
Which horse statue? There's a lot of horse statues in the world.
There sure is. But look how much green Joe we have.
Nice.
Okay, so back to our conversation.
This conversation.
And we might have to do it a next time on Game for Your Thoughts.
Yes, this conversation would be a whole lot more interesting if I had Dee Dee with us.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Why would it be more interesting?
because I could distract you with her cuteness.
This game's distracted me enough that it's hard for me to formulate my thoughts.
Anyways, continue with your thoughts.
We'll continue our thoughts next time on A Game for Your Thoughts.
Where we think thoughts about a game for your thoughts while we're thinking thoughts about Portal 2 being the greatest game of all time.
Okay, we'll get there. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll
Yeah.
catch you next time on A Game for Your Thoughts.
Subscribe.